The NFL season is going strong, and DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking new customers up with an offer that's even stronger. Bet $5 on any game this week to score $200 instantly in bonus bets. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game day this October. Get in on game day greatness. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Shannon. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet $5 on the NFL. That's code Shannon only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I didn't fuck with him. You feel what I'm saying? So
You didn't mess with who?
I didn't fuck with Pete, and then Russ was like just a quarterback for me.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay. And the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is a Super Bowl champ. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's a 2-time NFL rushing touchdown leader, a 2-time Pro Bowl player. He's a member of the 2010 All-Decade team. He's an entrepreneur, entertainment superstar, TV personality, actor, national treasure. He's here just so he doesn't get fined. Beast mode, Marshawn Lynch. Bro, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Did I get all of it in? Is there anything I left off?
Man, yeah, you did.
Okay, well, go ahead and give it to me. What we leave off?
Man, international player extraordinaire. Extraordinaire.
Okay.
You said this is my camera.
That's your camera.
Okay, let me do it myself, Chad. Okay, and
we good to go now? We good to go?
We live and rocking.
You've been very busy since hanging up the cleats. We're going to get to your football career and your playing days. But you did a movie, and it's called Bottoms, and you took a role in honor for your sister because you said you wanted to right a wrong. Yeah. Explain to our audience what you mean by that.
Oh, man, shit, in high school, it was little birds chirping and shit, and it come on, it come past my, my locker. My sister was gay or whatever, so and at the time, I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm running around looking for my sister. And then when I found her, I kind of got at her in a manner in which, wasn't right.
Right.
And I know I kind of made my sister feel bad. And me and my sister went through like a little rocky time. She was in college playing and shit. I'd pop up to the games, and she wouldn't, wouldn't even holler at me. So you feel me? I just, as I grew,
So how old were you when you first found this, the birds started chirping?
I was about 16, 17.
Is she older or younger than you?
She younger than me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you feel me? I'm a protector. And my sister got at me like, hey, look, check this out. I can't have no boys talking to me. I can't talk to no girls. Like, hey, what I'm supposed to do? I sat there and I thought about like, damn, man, well, you make a lot of sense. You feel me? So but since that point, my sister been my rock.
Right.
You feel me? She actually ran my store in Vegas.
So when you find this out and your sister, all of a sudden you go your way, were you able to still maintain contact or was she just like distance? Nah, you said what you said, you got me in my feelings. Or were you like, I'm just big bro. I'm just looking out for you. I'm just trying to be your protector. I just want to make sure everything's okay. So how did she handle that?
Nah, you know what, man? My sister actually solid as fuck though. You know what I'm talking about? And how she played it, it was more like she knew I was gonna come to the games. She just made sure she made me feel it. You know what I mean? Because little brother, we close family though.
Right.
You feel me? Big brother, little brother, all my cousins and shit. So we all pop out the game. She make sure she give everybody a hug and look at me like, yeah, you know what type of time it is. So I felt it, and like I said, shit, that was all we had.
Right.
And you feel me? It was something really important because my mama always told me for sure, like, you never take family business outside.
Right.
And the thing was, you feel me? So I was overstepping boundaries, and I was out of bounds on more than just the level of me not handling that right with my sister, but shit, I was, disrespecting moms too, because I took family business outside.
Right.
And that's something and from that point, it was like, that shit was mandatory for me. Like, I'm talking about stay on your P's and Q's no matter what it was more so that I'm thinking I'm hurting my sister's feelings, but shit, I was really the one in my feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
Your sister got married.
Facts.
You were very, very involved in this wedding. You planned it. You did everything. That's not normally the role that a brother normally plays. Why were you so involved in the wedding? Why did you feel so compelled to become so involved?
There was a few reasons, and mainly the biggest reason of why I was is because we used to plan in funerals from where we from.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And the opportunity for for my sister to get married, that shit was bigger than bigger than life for me at that point. Considering, you feel me, Pops just died.
Right.
My auntie and one of my closest friends just died. And, going to 3 funerals, this was,
this was something really to celebrate. I know we're supposed to celebrate homegoings because there's no more pain, no more suffering, but this was such a joyous occasion, considering the road that you and your sister, now all of a sudden, y'all was walking parallel, now you intersect.
Exactly. And then when she got at me, like, because at first she was gonna have my uncle walk her down. And then she like, you walk me down the aisle? And I'm talking about, oh shit, like, hell yeah, it was no question. Feel me? So then when she, put that kind of on me, then it's like, oh shit, now I'm in it. I get to walk her down. What you need, what we need to do, what we need to take care of, let's get it done. Like I said, we done planned so many funerals, like, so this was huge.
Considering how close you and your sister are, had she gone that path and let your uncle do it, would you have felt some type of way?
No, hell no. Because like I told you, when I say we're a close family, we're a close family.
Right.
You feel me? As close as we are, shit, I wouldn't have been surprised if she would have called Marcus, Josh, Rel.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any one of our cousins, because the way we was raised, it wasn't like this your cousin, that's your brother.
Right.
Because if one go out and one fight, you all fight.
Right.
And that was just how we was. So the relationship that I had with my sister, she got, 3 brothers, but she really got
10, 15 brothers.
Exactly. You know how that go. You know how black families are.
Since everybody get married, what's up with you?
What's up with me?
The married. Your sister tied a knot. You looking to tie the knot?
Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Nah, I know. Yeah,
Proud
we
of
proud of. I don't know about you.
I seen Ocho just hit you with the same.
Yeah, man.
Look.
He trying to marry me off.
So now you trying to return the favor. You trying to throw it to. I see this a generational thing, huh?
Bro, you've been busy. This is, as I look at you now and how active you are, talkative, compared to where you were in your playing days. You visit the Amish community, you're doing so much. Is this who you really were when you played, or this is someone that just came up out of a shell?
No, to be honest, this always been me.
Right.
The opportunities was different.
Right.
And the situation and the circumstance was different as well. And it's more so like, then it was like, while I was playing, it wasn't that I wouldn't talk. I just wouldn't talk to the media. And then, you take that and make it what you want to.
Right.
They got to paint their narrative.
Right.
And their narrative was I don't talk.
Right. So when did this I don't talk to the media? You get drafted to Buffalo in the first round. You had some success there. You go to, obviously you're mainly known for what transpired in Seattle. That's where I think the name Beast Mode and the way you ran, the physical style in which you played, and the team kind of took on your personality, the Legion of Boom, because they're standing on the sideline, they're watching you run the football. When did this take place that, you know what, y'all got narratives and y'all gonna paint me. If I say one thing, y'all gonna say I said something else and you try to make me look foolish, so I just don't fool with y'all.
It was that. It was more so like, Shit.
What happened?
It was the first, I mean, when I first got out of jail the first time, it was like, you know, I'm listening, talking to these individuals, media guys or whatever. Oh yeah, you the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, they ain't had nothing like this since Thurman Thomas and blah, blah, blah. Then I got in some little trouble, had faced some adversity, and then it was like, oh, I knew he was a thug. I knew this nigga wasn't shit. It was only a matter of time before. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like,
that's not what y'all said. Just
it was the same motherfucker last week. You know what I mean? Talking about how great it was. Oh, okay. Nah, oh. But then what it showed me was these were individuals who, I mean, probably in their personal life, were some bitches. You know what I mean? And if you a bitch in your personal life, then you probably gonna be a bitch at work. And the thing was, I didn't see it for what it I didn't see it for what it really was, but I just knew I didn't fuck with bitch ass niggas. So if I wouldn't fuck with you there, I wouldn't fuck with you at work. It just so happened that we at work.
We got to intersect.
And you got the
you got a job to do. I got a job to do.
But you got the opportunity to paint this picture about me, and I'm not finna go back and forth with you because, I mean, that wasn't how it was raised. If we had a problem, we go outside, we get down, handle what we handle, and then it's up.
Right.
But that wasn't a situation, and it just got to the point where that shit just got drug out, and they had the upper hand on me because they was gonna go and speak about this shit every week.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, it wasn't my concern because it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I ain't really.
You ain't get down with them anyway.
What you saying to me, that shit don't make me eat, it don't make me piss, nor do it make me shit. So it don't really concern me too much.
Is that one of the reasons that you got up out of Buffalo? It had gotten, the noise from the media had gotten so loud that you needed to change the scenery?
That was a part of it, but shit, I mean, the police out there, I mean, I get pulled over going to work, I get pulled over coming from work, I got pulled over in the stadium leaving the game. I'm still on the property of the Buffalo Bills, and I got pulled over twice in the facility. It just wasn't, it wasn't gonna work out.
But they heard you be on that hand before you, they was heard you was on that hand before.
See, look, this way before.
That was before this.
Fast forward.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They ain't know nothing about that, Mark. They ain't know nothing about that beast mode.
Nah, they was still trying to figure out how I got dreadlocks.
Right.
Like, how does hair do that? What kind of hair is that?
Right.
They were still trying to figure that out.
Right.
So, yeah, that wasn't, oh man, shit. But that's a fucked up feeling. You feel me? I go in here, you know what I mean, rush for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and before I even get to the street, I'm just, shit. Look up and I see the billboard on the stadium, the Beast Mode billboard here, and you know what I mean, the players' cars, and behind I see them cherries and berries with 5-0 on me. Talking about turn off the car.
That quick, hold on, you just left the stadium. They were just cheering, you had 80,000 just cheering for you.
Not even get to the street. That's how serious it was. Set up, you know, our parapersonnel dude, you know what I mean? Hey, take me down to the police station. We need to go holler at the chief or something. We go in there, we sit down. It's like, yeah, have a meeting. All right, we gonna figure that out. I get pulled over on the way to the game. Hey, man, I just wanted to, man, my son is a huge fan. Man, you can't do that. You can't come pulling me over. I'm on the way to, bro, you finna work the game. Like, why you pull me over right now to tell me about your son when you could have just brought your son to the facility and, hey, what's happening?
I hooked him up.
What's happening? Man, and it was getting spunky. And you know, that was around the time where all of the shit with, you know what I mean, the police, that was broadcast. There ain't nothing that ain't already been happening, but now they broadcasting.
Right.
So it's like, shit, every time I see them cherries and berries behind me, I'm trying to figure out, shit, is this the one?
Right.
Is this the one? Like, man, you feel me? So I you know, give my agent, like, hey, you gotta make something happen for sure.
So you asked to be moved out of Buffalo?
Yeah.
It was just time.
Yeah. That was too much.
Right.
Hey, hold on. These is
This is my drink.
these edibles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my drink, Laportier.
Yes, sir.
Now see, Beast Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's Shay by Laportier. That's me, Shay called me. And Laportier is
Boy, you the biggest shit, man. Boy, I can I hire you? You the best salesman the nigga done ever seen, man.
tell me that ain't. Now you go ahead and tell the truth. If that's smooth or what?
Yeah, that's smooth as fuck.
Now you done had
Is that
that.
Laportier?
Yeah. We're gonna get you a couple of bottles up out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, you might could be an ambassador. You want to do some work with me?
Shit, you know, I got my own thing.
You got cognac too?
Nah, I got a tequila.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a tequila. I got some. Well, shit. I guess that's a different
Yeah.
lanes. You know what I'm
Yeah. We got two different cars.
saying? All right, fuck it. Let's get right. I told you the best salesman nigga that sat across from him in a long time.
Do you think? Because it's hard. I don't remember. We played in Buffalo a lot, but I'm not so sure that they were used to seeing a whole lot of guys with dreads and tattoos. I mean, you from West Coast, that's upstate New York. So, I mean, they know, they're probably thinking, you not from here now.
No, I'm not from there. Well, Eddie Murphy say, you tell by the way I walk. I ain't from around here. Cock-a-doodle-doo, country nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They knew it, though. You feel me? And it was crazy because when I got up there, you know, when they, that first, what is called, that first day.
That press conference, the introduction, when they introduce you.
jersey on.
You got the jersey, number one. You number one.
Hey, what's up? I'm telling man, what's up? I want to go celebrate all the shit. All right, we go down to a bar, and they had a Confederate flag hanging there. I'm like, damn, this kind of American flag is this? That's Confederate flag. What is that? So I'm trying to, hey, let me get some Hennessy. They looking at me like, what the fuck is you doing in here? Like,
right.
Why you in here? Excuse me, like, is you lost? Like, no, I'm trying to find some Hennessy. Y'all got Hennessy back there? Look up at that big ass flag, like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm West Coast. That ain't something big to us out there.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Everybody come. Look up again, like, no, we don't got no Hennessy. No, I see the Hennessy right there. Then I get the message, oh.
We ain't got no Hennessy for you.
Oh, this is white only's liquor. This is white only Hennessy. All right, I'm gonna go down the street because I don't know what the fuck, but it was serious. That Buffalo was serious. But I mean, when I get out in the city of Buffalo, then it's different. Cause you know, they put you in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Outside and everything. But when I get to the city of Buffalo, now it was different. Oh yeah, they fucked with me. They love me.
Right.
And I for sure love Buffalo. I knew Buffalo was different when I came out there and it was goddamn -0 degrees. And boy ain't had no damn shirt on with the Bills wrote across his belly. I said, oh yeah, they different. Oh, they different. Oh, they different for sure. They jumping off the goddamn things. I said, oh yeah, they enjoying themselves out here.
I'm looking at your hands, you're tatted. How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
13.
Did your mom know about it?
Mom's took me.
She took you?
Yeah.
So you said, so how does this conversation go? You like, Mom, I think I want to get a tattoo. And she says,
well, it's your birthday.
It was that simple.
It's your birthday.
Okay.
I mean, you know, mom's was what they call progressive. You know
Yeah.
so my mom, I mean, I don't know if you met my mom's or seen my mom, but my mom coming with the shit.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it wasn't like, I mean, she was thinking, you know, ahead of time, like this gonna be something, you know what I mean, your damn hands, your neck, you know what I mean, all that. She probably wasn't thinking that far, but as far as like, you know, being there and being supportive
Right.
of her kids, yeah, she was that.
Right.
For sure.
So you got your first tattoo, what was it?
I got a Taurus. I got a little bull
Right.
on my arm right here. That
Right.
covered up now though, but that was my first one.
And that was the indoctrination of the tattoos. Did you know from that first tattoo that you like, yeah, it's gonna be more of these?
Nah, you know what, to be honest with you, every tattoo is my, it feel like my first tattoo, and in my mind while I'm getting it, it's my last one. So every one I got is my first and my last tattoo, and then somehow I just keep ending up with more of these motherfuckers.
You had a famous quote, you was like, hey, you told NFL players, take care of your chickens.
Facts.
I say,
Take care of, save your money. Because this ish do not last forever.
No, sir.
Why did you feel that was such an important and a profound statement for you to make at that time?
Right then and there. I mean, you know, because when I retired, 2 or 3 times, so shit. I just remember when I first came in the league, and they financial advisor was putting up all these names of all these great players. And at that time, you know what I mean, if you play in the NFL, you're the richest person on earth.
Yeah.
And he put up all these names, and I'm looking at him like, man, I'm thinking like, oh, he got an all-star roster, and he's all bankrupt. And I'm like, ooh, shit, hold on, these some of the people I look up to who I would think like set for forever.
Right.
All right. And then after I went to the Raiders, and I come in the locker room and I heard some of the young bulls, they was in there chopping it up about, I got bread. And how they were, comparing who had more bread was they were talking about Yeezys. Like, man, I got the Yeezys, some. Oh, nigga, that ain't shit. I got the Yeezys from when he did the ones with Nike. And I'm like, damn, they comparing Yeezys on how they got bread. And I'm thinking, like, I just closed on my restaurant and went to escrow, and I'm like, well, fuck. If they got bread and they
talking about shoes, sneakers,
Yeezys, and then I just bought, my
building,
my second building. I'm like, then where the fuck am I at? So instantly, I go over there, I holler at him, and I kick game with him on, some situations, and like, damn, OG. And when they said that, like, oh, I kind of felt it on me, to give the little young bull some ism. Mm-hmm. Same thing when I had got back to Seattle that round, and it was like I knew I was on. I'm not gonna say my way out, but I knew it wasn't no coming back for me this time.
Right.
And gave me an opportunity, and realistically, the last thing that you'll get from me while I was in the league was basically telling the younger generation that coming up, little shit to take care of, for when you're done, you, like you were just saying a little earlier, you going over here doing the shit with the Amish, and now you just living life and enjoying shit. After you done put in so much time at work, when you done, you should be able to reward yourself with whatever it is that you want to do.
Right.
Make sure you take care of what you need to, so when you come to that time, you can do that.
Right. Did you ever think when you came into the league that you would be that wise elder statesman that was passing on that info, that you was gonna be the OG?
Nah, because we all, when we come in, we
think we're gonna play forever.
Oh, I'm gonna be doing this forever. But my situation was a little different because, Barry was my guy.
Right.
Barry had 10, and I'm thinking in my mind like, hey, if I could get 10, then I'm straight. So Barry Sanders.
Okay.
So I kind of had that 10-year, mark, which I felt would have been a solid career for me.
Right.
And without putting, too much brain power behind it as I'm going, and then as I started getting older, I started getting better. I'm like, damn, now it's easy. Because now I got a program, I know how to...
Training program, eating program,
the whole 9. It just made this shit easy. Maybe I'll just go ahead and let this run, you know what I'm talking about? So, but I never thought that I would end up being the OG that the youngsters would call, like, let me get some ism. Put me on with something, OG. But when I did, it was like, shit, it ain't no different. Because where I was at, I always stayed in a position to where I was giving back. So, when it came time to do it in the NFL, I had already had a little work at it.
Right. Who was the guy for you that when you got into the league kind of took you under their wing and said, hey, check this out, young fella.
Man,
like
oh shit, it was a lot of them. I got blessed over there in Buffalo. I had a lot of OGs. That's when the league would still, value veterans.
Yeah.
So I got to play under that. But I mean, you know, out of all of them, when I think about it, just in terms of, you know what I mean, keeping my business right would probably be Brad Butler. He I don't know why, he just was a dude who stuck out to me when I think back to why I did some of the shit that I did, and he was a big part of that.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned like you invest heavily. You were able to. I heard you say you saved. Yeah. You said that you saved a lot of your money. That the money that you spent was, you know, endorsements, card signing, appearances.
Right.
That the bulk of your contract that the Bills, the Seahawks, and the Raiders paid you, stashed that away.
Yeah.
Did you always have that mindset for saving for a rainy day? Or did you acquire that over the years?
No, I came in like that, but that was a part of the reason why I said Brad Butler was probably one of the biggest influences on that situation with me. Like I was saying, the first meeting that they had with the financial advisor, you put up all them names, and I seen that.
Right.
I damn near fell asleep throughout his whole meeting until I heard him.
Until the name popped up there, because that's familiarity. I know the people. How they play all them years, make all that money, and they ain't got no money now?
Nothing.
So now it's reality to you.
So now I tell him like, hey, you know, can you run that? He like, financial advisor tell me basically like, Marshawn, you just slept through my whole meeting, bro. So now you want me to give you a whole presentation? I said, no, I don't want you to give me a whole shit. I just want you to help me not become one of them players on the board.
Right. Oh, okay.
So we part ways, and I tell Brad Butler, I'm talking to him like, yeah, bro, you feel me? He say, man, that financial advisor is good. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm like, how much money you got with him? He like, none. Like, you know, my family come from money, and
right.
We got our own financial advisor. I'm like, well, shit, how can I talk to your financial advisor? He laughed at me. I'm like, Marshawn, you don't make enough money. I said, hold on, what you mean I don't make enough money? I was just the first round of shit, bro. Yeah, we got generational money. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
This that you got, man, you wouldn't even be able to get a meeting with my guy. But this guy is good, that's why I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool. So then as we chopping it up, he kind of threw something at me just about, you know, learning, because I got drafted, at 20. Draft was the 21st, or the 22nd, the 23rd, and I got drafted. My birthday on the 22nd, and I think the draft was on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, I don't even know how to, realistically spend money.
Right.
I mean, I know how to take it out of my pocket and give it to
Right.
somebody, but
Did you have a checking account at that time? Had you ever gone to the bank?
I had my little college where they put my scholarship.
Your little Pell Grant
Grant
money?
Yeah, I had that, but realistically, I walk around with my with my signing bonus on me for at least like 3 weeks. I had my signing bonus on me.
Just
Because
you ain't know what to do with it.
No banks and all
Right.
that kind of shit like that. So he like, Marshawn, it'd probably be good, if you had somebody help you, want your money, this, that, and the third. Oh, okay, well, I know another financial advisor that I talked to that I'm like, shit. Well, I'm gonna just have one over here, and I give all of my money that I make off the field, I just put it over here, and the money that I make on the field, I'll put it over here, and then any kind of questions I got, or if some shit pop up, I'll just cross-reference. Ask one about something, and I don't understand it. I go and drop some words over to this financial advisor, and look at, what, how the fuck you know that? But anyway, let me give you some game on it. So, that was the way that I worked the two.
Yeah.
I had my off-the-field money in one account, my on-the-field money with a different financial advisor. Shit worked out.
Bro, you got the cleats. We can see the cleats right there. You got a cell phone. You got a blender.
for you.
You got a bike. You got a blender. You got a bike. You got cleats. You got cell phones.
Yeah.
Bro.
I got the hook up. High lift, you hear me?
So what made you become so entrepreneurial? Were you always, as a kid, were you like this? Did you have a lemonade stand? Did you mow grass? Did you fix bicycles? I mean, when did you develop this entrepreneurial skill?
Well, I mean, shit, I'm from Oakland. Straight hustling.
Yeah, I was about to say
Straight hustling. Pimp players and hustlers, man. And yeah, I mean, just being in that environment alone, like if you don't pick up nothing, then you dead weight. Remove yourself, you get out the way. And there's so much shit going on. If you can't learn something, then you got to be trying that on purpose.
Right.
Because my situation was, I've always liked the learning, but it was hard for me to learn.
Right.
And I didn't know how to, because I couldn't sit down and read no book.
Right.
You know what I mean? That wasn't the way that I was gonna learn nothing. I couldn't sit in no classroom and learn nothing. But for whatever reason.
Are you a visual learner?
I'm a visual and I'm a do this shit learner. So when I go out in the streets and I see them doing it, but I have to do it myself in order to actually get a grasp of it.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? So as I started to, as I grew, did different shit, sold this, sold that, got into this, got into that, okay. And then shit just, it was working and shit stuck.
Right.
And then as I look back on it now, it's like, well, shit, you got drafted at 20. So, after high school, you graduated high school, 17, 18 years old. Mm-hmm. And really like 2-3 years of really just trying to figure it out on your own before I got drafted. And now it's like, okay, now we gotta last, not come in last. Mm-hmm. So, the mind switch had changed. But as much credit as I would like to take for this shit, I really had, I was blessed with the team around me. And when I say the team around me, it's number one, from the financial team to my agent, but it was really my family though.
Yeah.
Because they pushed me in ways to be great, in which I didn't even know that they were doing. And I don't even know if they knew that they were doing it.
Right.
But the way that we held each other accountable was different than how, I've seen most athletes and people be around them. I didn't have a bunch of yes men or do boys around me. I didn't have that shit. I had motherfuckers tell me like, nigga, you tripping. Even in the situations to where I did fuck up, I make sure I get them out the way because I knew that was my decision to fuck up. Now, when I see them, they gonna let me have it. As the same way I would do to them.
Right.
So we all held each other accountable for that. And I think it turned out pretty good for us. I got a cousin that's still playing over in Baltimore. This Josh about what, 13th, 14th year in the league. Then I got another cousin playing for the Raiders we was all in that same circle and we all did that to each other. And to see that going, the individuals who behind the scenes was the ones who really pushing us.
Right. How much has your team changed over the years? Has it been interchangeable? Or the rock is the rock?
Man, that's why realistically I've been blessed. I can honestly say that I have been blessed. I never changed financial advisors, I ain't fired no agent. And then as far as my family, everybody, you have fallout some, you drop some here and there, but the core of the core, still the core.
You ownership group of the USL soccer team, the Oakland Roost, SC Investor and MMA Professional Fighting League. You have
PFL.
You have, man, you got a lot of irons in the fire. Yeah. You talking about me selling, man?
Man, if you sit back, you feel me? What my boy Jay Stalin said, he said, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And I believe that. Listen, pay attention. It ain't so bad.
Right.
It might work out for you.
When brands come to beast mode, they come to Marshawn Lynch, what's some of the must-haves in your contract for it to make sense to you?
You said some of the must-haves.
Must-have. This got to be included, or it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, nah, man, I'm a fair guy. I'm a fair guy.
Right.
Some of the things in which I do, any deal that I get, I try and maximize it to where I'm not the only person that eat off the deal.
Right.
And then, like you said, I have, a lot of irons on the fire. In that situation, when I think about it, okay, I have a production company. So if somebody come and they want to do some type of media shit, okay, well, hire my production team. All right, I got a stylist and hair. All right, hire them to get me right. And we go from there. Security team. Okay, well, we want to make sure we secure the premises. So we got
my
that.
team to do that.
I got a restaurant. So therefore, hey, we need catering. We're gonna rock like that. So any way that there is an opportunity for me to bring on any of the other businesses that I have, then I'm gonna do that for sure.
I like that. That's like a 360. You see me, you got to see him, her, that.
And most of the time you're gonna see me with the same individuals.
Right.
And so therefore it's just like, I'm gonna push for that. But at the same time, I understand, I understand the business to some point where that just might not work.
Right. Yeah, but if you got to have those, if you're gonna do catering, I got a restaurant. I'm in the catering business.
I'd rather eat this shit anyway. Hugo's gonna go get me some of them old sloppy ass sandwiches with hella mayonnaise. I don't get down like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Auntie and them come and bring them greens, them red beans and rice.
Some yams.
Yeah, you feel what I'm talking about?
You got oxtails over there?
We got oxtail for sure. Oxtails.
The place banging like that?
Come on now, man, it's just the truth. You feel me? This ain't made up.
You got a clothing brand, Beast Mode. And on Super Bowl Media Day, you had the Beast Bowl gear on.
Man, facts.
But you told her you was just there so you didn't get fired.
That was it. I was probably up to about, at that point in time, I was probably up to about 1.2 in fines.
What?
Yeah, because what they did was
they started doubling it on you.
They put the squeeze on me, and then they went back to the year before that. Oh, you left out of the before the
hold on, Beast Bowl, hold on.
This game, so we on your head. Let me get the ashtray, fam.
Hold on. So you're at the Super Bowl. Now they're gonna retroactively go back and say, you know what? Now that we think about it, you missed some of other appearances that we about to tax you on.
Yes, sir.
Did you have a conversation, Commissioner Goodell? Did you have a conversation with Commission?
Man, Goodell, Adolfo Birch, my agent, D. Maurice Smith, the whole nine. They was all on there. And see, I was so, I'm big, I'm bad, anti this, anti that. And they sitting there telling me, we're not telling you gotta talk, Marshawn, we're just telling you gotta make yourself available.
So
I can't pay attention because I'm so mad at
you ain't hear nothing
I ain't talking to no media. Y'all trying to make me talk, trying to make me this, Marshawn, we're not trying to make you talk. We just want you to make yourself available. He had to tell me that shit like 3 or 4 times, and then it finally clicked and then I think I heard like some little whisper that just gave me the cheat code, like, oh shit, they saying, they just saying I gotta be available. I ain't gotta talk. I'm like, oh shit. All right, cool. I try to play it all. Yeah, all right, whatever.
The phrase.
They was telling me already, and I thought I done heard something special.
They've been trying to tell you this for a minute.
But that's how, when you in your mind and,
you ain't really trying to hear them like that?
It'll go right over your head.
So the phrase, I'm just here so I don't get fired. Was that spot on, or were you thinking about that?
Nah, as I'm sitting there, I don't know what the hell going. I don't know how this finna play out. I don't know what's finna pop. And as I'm going out there, Sharpe asked me, well, what you gonna do? I tell him, I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna get fined. And so when I got up there, and it was just like, at that point in time, it's like, well, shit, I'm asking myself, well, what are you gonna do? Like, shit, you here, you did what you needed to do. Oh, I'm just here so I won't get fined. So it was just a true statement. That's the only reason why I was sitting down at this seat. I'm making myself available. You know what I mean?
I ain't got nothing to say to y'all though.
That's it. That was it. It was the truth.
You were the grill king. I don't know. You might have been one of the first guys to wear a grill. Were you the first guy to wear a grill in the NFL?
Oh man, you know, Edge was the one who.
Yeah, you're right.
Edge got, man.
Ed had all gold.
Ooh, shit.
Ed was true Florida.
Man, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And then it was, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm West Coast, so when you see it, like, oh, them niggas over there wear golds too? Like, oh, they got grills and hella shit too. But you feel me? They are mine. I could, you know, put in and take out.
Right.
I think they shit might have been permanent.
No, they were locked.
So you feel me?
Yeah.
They got real niggas everywhere. And then I'm watching Edge do it on something like, damn.
Because Edge had the locks too.
And he was a cold. I'm talking cold. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So man, but I mean, as far as like, you know what I mean, that was somebody who I say like, it can be done.
Yeah.
You could be yourself.
Right.
It can be done.
Right. Because Edge says that. I lost out on a lot of money because they wanted me to ditch the locks and ditch the grill. And I'm like, nah, this me, this Edge.
Right.
Did anybody ever approach you and say, hey, Marshawn, you know, hey, you get that low cut, you know, get the whites going, and hey, you can be straight.
Yeah, I did, Coach Tefford.
Oh, at Cal.
Yep. Marshall, look at your hair. You got this gold teeth in your fucking mouth. You fucking sag your pants. Like, what are you? I'm me. What you mean, what am I? I'm me. So we headbutting, clashing, and you know what I mean? He sooner or later found out that, yeah, he wasn't lying. He is him. And that's what he gonna do. That's who he is. I say, bro, you worried about my hair and my, I was like, bro, I got a 3.2 GPA at Cal. I show up to work every day.
And I'm giving you 100 a game.
Man, so what's wrong with what I got going on? You prefer I don't do that. But the truth is the truth. I'm me. I mean, I ain't never had a 3.2. I ain't never had a 3.0 in my life. And I got a 3.2 at the University of California, Berkeley. Man, you couldn't tell me shit. You couldn't tell me shit. I thought I was the smartest motherfucker on earth. 3.2 at Cal.
Yeah. So how many grills you think you've had over your career?
Man, I done had a few. Shit.
Any special ones?
I say plus 10 plus.
What's the most special grill that you got?
The ones I got now, because they ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they locked.
Yeah, them in there. Them ain't going nowhere. Them ain't going nowhere.
So when you said you walked around with your signing bonus for almost 3 weeks, check uncashed. When you finally cashed the check, what was the first purchase? Big purchase you got.
The first was mom's house.
Okay. Got mama crib.
Got mom's house. And I mean, you know, the real estate in Buffalo was pretty cheap. I got something nice. And I mean, you know, but I mean, to be honest with you, you know, my first year when I got you know what I mean, my check, the biggest purchase I was going that I'd say I was spending was we was cleaning up shit. You know what I mean? My brother had just went to jail, so you know what I mean, bail and lawyer fees. A lot of lawyer fees.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lawyer
Serious
fees.
crime?
A lot of lawyer fees. I mean, you know, he did what he did. We
Right.
got past it. And I mean, you know, I had mine as well. So that was my biggest purchase. But along the way of all of this shit that was going on, and one of the main things that kept me, I say, what is it? They use a word for it. Cheap. Cheap was, I'm like,
Thrifty.
man, I'll never have to eat top ramen noodles again unless I want to.
Right.
And like I said, I didn't know what spending money really was. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean, you take 100, you gonna bust that down, that shit gone.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm thinking every time, motherfucker spend some money, that it's gonna be gone. So, you know what I mean, I was holding on to shit. Like, you know what I mean, I got drafted in 2007. I didn't buy my house till like 2013, 14, something like that. So I mean, I was really trying to hold on to my shit, make my shit last.
Right.
I mean, I remember, I was playing with OGs, you feel me, that old school loan money. And we'll go out and go shopping. They going to Gucci, the Louis store, you know what I mean, spending $550 on some shit. And I'm like, how? Jordan's 120 and I'm trying to find a jug on them. You know what I mean? And I remember probably like my third year in the league was I bought my first pair of Gucci shoes and I had them motherfuckers, I said to you, about 10 years.
You held on to them things.
Man, I'm telling you, my pride and joy. Pride and joy, because I thought if I spent the money, I was gonna be broke again. And I'm like, I ain't going to that.
Man, I'm looking at you on the 86 Honda Civic and a Toyota Prius with millions in that car. 86 Accord?
Nah, man. Man, tell them whoever gave you that, tell them they foo-flammed you with that.
With the 96 Accord?
Nah, I had a Toyota Corsica.
I mean, that's worse than the Civic. You should have rolled with the Civic.
Man, that Corsica, man, that was my thing. Boy, that thing was getting me from point A to point B and solid. We e-brake that thing all the way up and down the street. Was sliding that. I'm telling you. Oh, man.
You drifted in a Corsica?
Drifted that motherfucker like Tokyo Drift. I'm telling you, they should have came and got me for the Fast and Furious.
We were talking earlier. You got three spots. You got one Oaktown, you got one in Vegas, you got one in Hawaii. What made you decide to get a place in Hawaii?
The Pro Bowl. Yeah, I mean, when I went out there the first time, I seen they keep you on the resorts.
Yeah.
I had
were y'all at the Iolani?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We went to the Iolani.
Yeah, so thank you, because y'all set up the whole little get down for us for when we got there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they was having all these cars and everything, but I don't know, it taking long, so you feel me, we called a taxi.
Right.
And the taxi driver, we got E. Piney. I remember her like it was yesterday. She took us, to downtown Waikiki.
Yeah, Waikiki, yeah.
And on the way out there, Piney, my family trying to get some bud. All right, cool. We slide through the hood out there, hella shit. I'm like, oh, it's nice. But I'm looking at they living conditions and I'm looking at the people. And no matter where we went, they were all happy.
Right.
I'm talking about happy with just living life. And I could respect that. And I think my cousin was playing for the Rams, I think, at the time, and they had a game out there. And I went out there, and I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna look at some properties. So after the game, I went and rode around and shit, seen some nice shit, but I went to North Shore. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, okay, this is hella nice over here. Country, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I get out, look around, wasn't nobody, worried or bothering me. If somebody recognized me, they threw up the deuce, I threw it back and kept it pushing. Like, oh yeah, they just happy with living life. So that was how that spot came about. Real talk.
So you get over there just to get away, kick your heels up, everybody just living life.
Just living life. And it's a good spot to have for, the family need to get away for a minute. Go ahead and kick back.
You're in the restaurant business. Rob's Ben's Restaurant. What do you home cooking? What you guys serve? Soul food?
Soul food, seafood. Yeah.
So if I go to Rob's restaurant,
yeah,
what should I order?
You said what should you order?
Yeah.
What I like to get. I'm not sure what you know.
I'm gonna say I'm allergic to shellfish, but I like if I go to a different spot like yours, I'm a sampler. So give me some of this, give me the oxtail.
Okay, so yeah, you
give me the, the turkey neck, give me the, fried chicken.
Then you gonna be in
pork
there.
chop.
Oh yeah, well shit, there you go. There you go. And then you feel me, the way it is you feel me? You tell auntie, you like something that she don't got on the menu, what she gonna do is she gonna have somebody go get it, and then she gonna ask you how you want it.
You gotta get, hello. That's how you're,
Yeah. I mean, the restaurant is a staple in the community.
Right.
The lady that I bought it from had it for about 30 years.
Right.
And she was ready to go. So, when I acquired it, the name Rob Benz come from my cousin who got killed.
Oh,
so
okay.
you feel me? I named it Rob Benz in memory of him. I mean, he was a staple in our community. So, for him to live on, that's how we got the name. But yeah, if you looking for something and it ain't in there, auntie gonna make it happen. I mean, all the way down to the desserts.
So what's the desserts? I like desserts. I'm gonna take my lactose pills before I go in there because that dairy gonna bother my stomach. But banana pudding?
For sure. Peach cobbler.
Yeah.
I mean, chocolate cake, lemon cake, the whole nine.
Man, I need to get on down there. Where you said that? That's in Oaktown?
Mm-hmm.
I need to go on down there. You have your own line of cannabis.
Doty.
Pre-rolls?
Yeah. Infused, diamond infused pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blow like a champ.
This man here, hold on. This man got blenders, pre-rolls, he got a tequila, he got cleats, he got a clothing line.
Yeah. I'm trying to do some little shit.
Little?
Yeah. But the thing is, man, realistically, as silly as it sounds, it ain't for me. You know what I mean? What it's for is for, the younger generation who in it. Like,
right.
It can be done. You know what I mean? I got this phrase, I like to press play. You get an idea, you press play on it. Let it come to life. The most you can say is, it didn't work out.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if you don't never try shit, you don't never know.
You don't know if it could have worked.
You don't. So I tried. I see how it go. Real talk.
What age did you start smoking weed?
What age did I start smoking weed? So when Dame lived with us? Dame came and stayed with us since about.
You talking about Dame Lillard, right?
Nah. Dame down the street.
But he down the street.
Yeah, Dame down the street. My cousin Dame. He came to live with us probably like 8th, 9th grade. That was when I first tried it. But getting into it, you know what I mean? When I figured out how it was helping me, you feel me, recover and get my body right, it was probably started really blowing heavy, probably like in the senior year of high school.
Have you talked to Commissioner? Have you talked to anybody about the benefits of cannabis? Because I know Ricky Williams got in trouble. There have been a lot of guys that's lost some game checks, some suspended for entire. Yes. And now you see the turn towards marijuana that it's not the stigma it once was.
Right.
Have you talked to anybody in the NFL office and says, hey, y'all need to do some more research on this thing? Because I think there's more benefit than downside.
Well, not to that extent, but I mean, I've been in a program a few times and, had to, tell my side of the story,
right.
Whatever the case may be. And so, I mean, from that angle and then, dealing with, the trainers in the league more so because they want to know, okay, so what do you do? Because they want to figure out how you go out here and run the way you run and then be able to do it again, week in and week out.
Right.
And I mean, as we start, you kind of want to hold it from then. It's like, all right, well, look, man, this is what I do. I get out and I blow me some bud, feel me? Put me in a relaxed state of mind, you feel me? So then when I go and do, my body work, massages, when I'm in the float tank, whether I'm doing, ice bath, or just all the shit, it just put me in a state of mind of where I'm psyching myself out. Feel me? Mind over matter type shit. And, for the career, it's like, you have windows. You know what I mean? And as long as you keep it within those windows, then you be all right.
Right.
So I mean, just that type of mindset, it helped. And then those windows when you had to turn it down, you know what I mean, I'm not in a position where I'm banging and my recovery time, I don't have to be, feel me, here. So it's like, okay, I can cool on this and I can, indulge more into get into the swimming pool, band workouts or whatever. Because like I said, even with that mindset, feel me, I'm trying to last, not come in last.
Right.
But I know I need to take care of my body.
Right.
So how do I, maintain that?
Right.
So that worked.
You played a very physical style of football, which is not conducive for lasting.
Right.
I mean, you look at the guys that played the style. I'm old enough to remember Earl Campbell. I was a kid with Earl Campbell, and he played a very similar style. And after about 7, 8 years, he just couldn't take it. How were you able to bang like that, game in and game out, year in and year out, and do it over and over again, Beast?
Man, it was like I said, it was extensive, an extensive recovery process, and then what helped was I found out like a lot of, this is when you get into, DB started getting a lot of money where they was turning, I'm gonna make.
They're making business decisions, okay?
Make a business decision, so it wasn't as, I was, taking more hits than I was giving. So when you on the, the receiving end of getting hit, that's, that's when you really feel it. But when you giving it, you don't feel it as much. And then, like I said, that dopamine, them protons and neutrons, that shit release in your brain, I think that shit help as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, it's more of the scientific reason for this. And the more I think about it, it was like the harder I ran, the better I felt after the game.
Did you go into the game trying to make people turn it down? Did you know that you could break someone's will? Because that's what football is at its core. It's about breaking a man. It's about intimidation. It's about breaking another man's will. Because I've got to move a man against his will. You got to move that D line. You got to get him up off that plot of land. You got to get that back up off your beast.
And that's real talk. And I mean, the mindset was more so like, you can hit me once, you can hit me twice. But is you gonna want to do that shit for 4 quarters? And 30
times a game.
9 times out of 10, they don't want that. 9 times out of 10, defensive guys do not want that.
Well, you a talker. Did you talk back? Hey, you soft. You don't want none of this.
Nah. Nope.
Even if they talked to you, you didn't say anything.
Because they knew what was up with me. You had guys that would try with me, and they feel it. And then it's, respect, big dog. It was more about, don't talk about it, be about it.
Right.
If you talking shit to me, then you know for a fact, then we got to bang.
Yeah.
We have to, because there ain't no way around that.
Right. So now you looking for it.
We got to have
You don't talk. I'm looking for you now. I'm going to go out of my way to find you. I might got a 5-yard gain over here, but if I see you, I'm going to get that 5 through you.
I'm going to come and take 2. I take 2 just to hit your ass. Because the next time it's going to turn into 7. It was chess.
Right.
It was chess. And I was playing it against him.
Grew up in North Oakland, and your mom wouldn't let you play outside. You'd go to the fence. So you see your friends, I'm sure everybody wasn't probably as strict as your mom. You say your mom was progressive because she did let you get a tattoo at the age of 13. But you see other kids play, and you're like, well, damn, I want to go join them.
No, it was more so like we didn't had a check because they was, they used to charge, a pretty penny for
the uniform and stuff?
Yeah. So how we had to get it, we had to get it on the streets.
Right.
So, playing throw up tackle and on the concrete.
Tackle the man with the ball?
Yeah. all 15 of us trying to get one dude. You know what I mean? So when I did get the opportunity to play Pop Warner tackle football, I probably was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So most guys start at like 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I came in the game a little late, but I feel the way that we was playing in the street, prepared me for that. Because they had immovable objects like cars, gates, you know what I mean? So you run into them a couple times, you learn how to take a hit or two.
Right.
Yeah.
You grew up, you talked about your mom. Your dad was in jail during your childhood. What type of impact did that have on you?
I just thought it was normal. Because I mean, you know, I had a lot of guys I had a lot of people who I grew up with that had that similar condition. You know, no father at home. So when I went and lived with my cousins, and they had mom and dad in the house, and I'm thinking to myself like, well, damn, when you go outside, how you sneak outside? Like, because if your mom ain't here, then your dad here, and if your dad here, if your dad ain't here, then like when you get to, when you get to run outside, like, man, they own us 24/7. Like, if it's a no-go, it's no-go, because they gonna make sure of it.
Right.
Like, damn. So I thought that was kind of weird. Because I'm just used to, you feel me, just a single parent household. I thought that was normal.
Right. You say your mom took multiple jobs to support you. Is that why you have all this, you saw your mom work, you're like, hey, mom got at it. Mom made sure we had whatever she could get, she got for us, but that was because she had multiple jobs. Is that where you get your work ethic from?
Well, I just think it's the hustle, man, the drive, and then I think it's in the bloodline. Cause shit, my mom did it, my grandma did it. You know what I mean? My grandfather, and from what I heard about my dad, shit, he was too. But then my uncle was, you feel me? My uncle was into everything. You know what I mean? And that was where I really seen the hustle from. I mean, shit, he had toes walking the streets, you know what I mean, running in the loop. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He sold whatever he could get his hands on. And I mean, it was just a nonstop, nonstop thing for him. Like, he didn't get off of work because if his toes walking, then, he making sure he collecting the dough coming in from that. And then, if somebody over here wants something, then he going to go make that happen. And the hours of the streets don't got no clothes, no clothes signs on them. They open for business 24 hours. Yes, sir.
Look, you got cousin Josh Johnson, played in the league for a number of years. It's like, and you mentioned this big extended family that you got. Marcus Peters is a cousin of yours. You say Damon Lillard grew up down the street from you. It was just a bunch of kids in the area growing up, having a good time.
Yeah, well, but
it was hard.
It was living for us.
Right.
But just an interesting thing. So, you got Oakland that's broke up. You got North Oakland, East Oakland, West Oakland. I'm from North Oakland. Marcus and Josh from West Oakland. Dame from East Oakland. Dame was younger though.
Right.
His older brother, Houston, he was my age. But within the North Oakland community in Oakland, it's probably the smallest. And you had me, you got Andre Ward, you got Leon Poe, you got Ryan Coogler, and you got Mr. Fab, who all within this like maybe 7 to 10 mile radius of individuals. Then with those 5 people, you got Coogler, who, probably one of the best movie directors out there. Andre Ward, undefeated boxer. You got Leon Poe, NBA champion with the Celtics, and then Mr. Fab, a platinum artist. Mm-hmm. All within them, 4, 5, 6. That's what we call it, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You got the 40s, 50s, and the 60s. Within those, 30 blocks, you got champions, and some of the best individuals in these businesses doing their thing.
Right. You said it was a struggle for you to learn this, just like sit there and learn.
Right.
Bro, you got in the Cal.
Man, somebody.
Ed got a 3.2.
Ed got a 3.2. Somebody was working. That higher power was working.
Right.
That higher power was working. Man, blessings.
Did you consider any other school over Cal?
I mean, well, see, the thing was I wasn't too big and didn't know too much about, college or whatever. And I remember it like yesterday. I got my first handwritten letter. I was in the 10th grade. Tyrone Willingham was over at Notre Dame, and he sent me a handwritten letter. And I remember getting it, opening it up, and all of this shit was in cursive. I'm like, what the fuck? I tell my cousin, I told Josh, like, hey, bro, what the fuck is this? He like, bro, you got a handwritten from Notre Dame? Like, yeah.
Right.
What that mean? Like, nigga, they want you to come to their school. Like, hold on. You gotta go to more school after we graduate from school? Like, man, I ain't with all that shit. Like, nah, bro, you get to go to college. You go to college, you do your thing, then you could go to the league. Like, oh, well, shit, I might get this college thing a try. What I gotta do? Josh told me, first thing you gotta do, nigga, you gotta go get your grades right. Oh, shit. So now, like I said, you motherfuckers was working.
You started taking it serious.
All right, who is these teachers? I mean, my uncle, like I said, I used to look up to my uncle. Uncle, yeah, man. Come to, hey, man, when you go and talk to them teachers, you gotta treat them teachers like they a woman you trying to get. You gotta serenade them. You gotta get them to feel you. You gotta get them to think that you really about this. All right, so as I started to do it, I mean, I started to learn more, and I started to, oh, well, this is what it looked like to apply yourself. Oh, I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. I could make something work.
Aaron Rodgers was his teammate.
Mm-hmm.
What was? Did you think? I mean, I think he's a top 5 quarterback all time. When you're playing with him in college, did you think he was going to turn into what he became?
Yeah. The only difference is I would have thought he would have had more Super Bowls by now. Realistically, Aaron Rodgers is the reason why I got my opportunity at Cal. As a freshman, it's hard to play.
Yeah.
And there was a running back on our team who rushed for, I think, 1,500 the year before and had 2,000 my freshman year.
Wow.
So the chances of me getting the opportunity to play was slim.
Right.
I remember we was in, spring, we had our spring game. Mm-hmm. And, the ones going against the ones. And, Teffer called like, hey, put 2-4 in there. And I'm like, what? Everybody looking around like, what? Like, you finna give this freshman an opportunity? Because we had some older guys that still ain't even, got a carry. Like, yeah, man, put 2-4 in there. Let me see what he do. They come in there, they call 24 power. I'm like, I get a power? Like, ooh.
Oh, that's not the rip.
Man, what?
Oh, down, pull around. Oh, that thing about to open up nice. What you got for?
And I get back there, I'm looking across that defense, and I'm like, oh, shit. Them grown-ups. Them grown-ups, like, them. Fuck it. And get in there, call the play, set in, go. I done went the wrong way.
Ah, man, damn, Beast. Damn.
I done went the wrong damn way. But this how I knew A-Rod was special. As A-Rod turning around and he looking for me, he see I'm on the other side. A-Rod pull the smoothest move I ever seen, man. That boy turned around and hand the ball off to me backwards. He was facing the other way, hand the ball off to me backwards. I come around and get back into the play, man. Yard. My running back coach come on, what the I don't curse, but what the hell was you doing? I'm like, what you mean? I just scored. You went the wrong way. I say, man, I'm like, but I scored. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about being accountable. Like, yeah, you scored, but you got to do shit right around here. That's how you separate yourself. What you did, that's not going to work. Aaron Rodgers, now the head coach coming over there. Before he could even get over there to open his mouth, I just hear A-Rod telling him like, no, that was me. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow. running back coach like, no, he ran the wrong way. I know he did, because he wasn't talking that before you came over here. And A-Rod like, no, I you know what? I did the wrong thing. I did. Wow. Teffer like, oh, and you gonna take up for him? Like, look, I'm telling you, I did the wrong thing. Give me the next play so we can run it. And I'm sitting there, because I ain't never seen no quarterback, you know what I mean?
Vouch for he vouching for you.
The truth. So and you solid like that. First of all, you done got me out of jam because you done hand the ball off to me, you know what I mean, on some backdoor shit like, hey, take this little nigga and get out.
You know, Magic Johnson hand off you the ball.
You feel what I'm saying? And then the rest was history after that. Now, me and A-Rod then build a level of trust. A-Rod will do shit like, you feel me? Hey, go out there to line up out, wide out. If you get a safety or a linebacker on you, I don't care what the play was, run or go. Man, A-Rod throwing me fades and some more shit. So he had that, you feel me though? We built that trust with each other. So A-Rod really put me in the mix.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And I mean, like I said, I would have thought he would have had my Super Bowls, but he probably was one of the best quarterbacks, the best quarterback I ever played with.
The Marshawn is sitting here right now. What would he tell his 21-year-old self, the guy that comes into the NFL?
Simple. Keep going. Keep pressing play. Keep pressing play. Because I mean, no matter what I've done, or no matter what I've gotten into, whether it's positive or negative, what I found out was life don't stop.
Right.
It don't stop and it don't wait. You know, you don't get caught up. I don't get caught up in the highs. Don't get caught up in the lows. You know what I mean? I try to keep a steady balance, maintain my mental, and I mean, I feel it's really put me in the position where I could be sitting across from you right now. And had I stopped or fell victim to any of those, you know what I mean, whether it was high or low, and got stuck in that, I don't be the individual who I am today.
You get traded to Seattle. Was that the best time of your life? Because you go to 4 consecutive Pro Bowls, you make a first-team All-Pro, you led the league in rushing touchdowns twice. Team had a lot of personalities. How does Marshawn Lynch fit in and find his role within the team?
With that situation, you didn't have to fit in. It was probably better if you didn't fit in. And when you speak about, you know, so many different personalities, I believe that was the glue to our team. I believe that was what kept us going. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, you was getting it from so many different angles and so many different, you feel me, styles, where if one individual was off, somebody was on. And when you had one of us that was on, it was probably, at that time, it was probably a player the best at that position. Game changing. And so if you get all of them motherfuckers on the same page and all of them is on, it's kind of hard to beat.
The tackle, look, you're who you are, but that run against the Saints. Okay, they called a play in the huddle. You surveying the defense, you looking around. What's going through your mind?
I've been trying to get these motherfuckers to run power since I got here. And they finally gave me a power.
Okay.
They finally gave me a power. And at this time, you know, they coming to the sideline, hey, you know, all we need to do is just, you know what I mean, maintain the ball. Hey, just hold on to the ball and don't go out of bounds. Shit, all right. So when it started taking off, it was more so like, shit, don't go down. I was like, hold on. Don't nobody want to tackle me. Don't nobody want to tackle me? Shit, well, now I'm going to keep running then. You know what I mean? And then it just, you know what I mean? 67 yards later, you know, arguably one of the best runs in the.
Was that the best run of your career? In high school, Pop Warner, college, was that Marshawn Lynch's best run?
It was probably the most defining. It was probably the most defining run for.
Because that summed you up. That 67-yard run told everybody who you actually were.
But realistically, I had one in high school that was similar to it, and it was in our championship to beat Skyline, who at this time was, you know, unbeatable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They had us losing that game, but that run sealed the deal, and you know what I mean, it had that It had that Beastquake type of impact, you know what I mean, on Oakland and my community.
You do realize that since there has been a louder occurrence, Taylor Swift and the Swifties, the Swift Quake.
The Swifties, huh?
Yeah, you got to go get it back.
I taught them that. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Taylor Swift, I just got them ready for you. Man, that was all that was.
Man, why y'all beat my Broncos like that, bro? 43-8, come on, Beast, come on, bro.
Man, had to. Man, it's crazy. I don't know who y'all was playing against, but you got on the phone talking about, hey, y'all need to bring the
National Guard. We played the Patriots that year.
Oh my God, this nigga is a boy.
Y'all called the National Guard on my team, man.
We would have had to have problems with you, man. We would come to the locker room after the game trying to find you. Where the motherfucker who called the National? Tell them the National Guard here. But man, you know what? It was crazy because, you know, to be honest with you, realistically, at that time, we expected that.
Y'all expected to beat them that bad?
We expected that. Is what the truth is. We expected that.
Hold on. Bro, that was the highest scoring offense in the history of the game. Peyton Manning had threw for 55 touchdowns, broken the passing record, touchdown record. They had 5 guys that had at least 10 touchdowns. 3 guys.
It was the truth. And the way that they was wired, they was upset because they like, it could have been worse.
Y'all wanted to pitch a shutout, didn't you? They wanted a shutout.
It could have been worse. It should have been worse. So they was mad. And our defense took pride in that shit. The first play of the game, they set the tone.
They were scared because they snapped the ball over Peyton's head to safety. You guys ain't look back.
Hey, they was mad it wasn't worse.
I read that, you know, from everything that I've read and people that have played with you and been around you, that you're a great teammate. Read that you gave Doug Baldwin the backpack off your back. No one that I've spoken to has had anything bad to say about Marshawn Lynch. Was it in your mind to be always known as a great teammate? Was that important to you?
No, that was just who I was. And I mean, it's crazy because we just had our 10-year reunion for the Super Bowl. They did it last week, and you know what I mean, as you know, you see all the guys and shit. Every individual got, you know, a specific memory.
Got a story to tell.
About, you know what I mean, from Golden Tate talking about, man, I remember we was coming out the locker room after a game and you had these pinky rings on. And I'm like, damn, them pinky rings nice. He like, man, you took them off and just gave them to me. I still got them. Your fat ass fingers was hella big, so I went and I took them to a jeweler and put something in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the way down to, you know what I mean, the kickers, house gear. Hey, I remember we was playing in the game. I had, you know what I mean, missed the field goal, and then you came over, because I used to have this speaker in my beanie cap.
Right.
And that was how I, you know, stayed tuned, block out all the bullshit, get ready. I listened to music. So he like, man, you seen I was down. You took your beanie off, which is a no-no because everybody know not to touch that beanie. You took your beanie off and you put it on my head and you started making me dance. I end up kicking the game, winning field goal type shit. Like, wow. I mean, every individual, like, it was more so like I had a connection with all my teammates on a real level. And it was just more a tribute to You know what I mean? That lady was really special, man. It was a tribute to how my mom, you feel me, raised me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Didn't see no color. You know what I mean? I ain't judgmental on, you know what I mean, what you do and how you get down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be me at all times, and you know what I mean? If I come to you, I'm gonna come respectful until you, you know what I mean, make me disrespectful.
Right.
So that was how that went.
Marshawn, we got to talk about it. Super Bowl 49.
Oh, shit. Oh, you getting right.
Russ come on there on one knee, because Russ get down on one knee when he in the huddle. And you hear the play, because you on the 1 yard line, Marshawn, you on the 1 yard line. Russ in the huddle. And he's calling out the play. What's going through your mind?
Shit, to be honest, I look at 9 of the other guys, and they look at me like, what the fuck just happened? And I mean, you know, at the time,
Even as he's calling the play in the huddle, because look, you got 1 yard. We got the man that we got beast mode. We got 225, 35 pounds sledgehammer.
was handing.
And we got a timeout. So if we don't get it,
Was handing.
if we don't get it on this second down, we gonna get it on third, we gonna get it on fourth. We gonna get this ball in there. But B's gotta touch it. B's gotta have it.
Was handing. Man, the look on all my teammates' face in the huddle, you know, it spoke volumes. And I mean, you know, processing the shit, if you go back and you look at the play, I actually lined it, because I'm processing. I line up on the wrong side. I line up on the wrong side, man. Russell got to tell you, I'm bouncing from back and forth behind, like, oh shit. And by the time it sat in, like, motherfucker, what did we just call? You just hear all the cheering from the other sideline, like, what the fuck?
So you didn't know Malcolm Butler had picked the ball off.
Man, because they send me on the flat.
Yeah, you
were way.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm running out there like shit. Well, at least you're gonna hit me in the flat.
Yeah.
When I get my head around, yo,
He ain't tackling you one-on-one.
what the fuck going? Like, what
happened
I don't
back
see
there?
no ball coming on. All right, and see the motherfuckers jumping up and down and cheering like, oh shit, he just threw a pick. And at that time, you know, there was a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean?
So as you walking off the field,
Oh man,
the defense is coming on the field.
God.
So was there any interaction? Did anybody say anything? Did the defense say, man, what the F was that? Who called that bull jive?
Now that we look back at it, you see everybody, you know, they show the reactions.
Yeah.
To, you know what I mean? You see the reaction, Sharpe, Earl, Bruce, you know what I mean? The D-line, you see the reaction from everybody, and then as I'm going back to the sideline, you know, I go by Russ, and I just hear him like, oh man, like, I'll get him next time.
Whoa.
And as I hear the shit, I usually don't take my helmet off, but you know, I take my helmet off and I go right to Pete Carroll's face, and I'm talking about I hit his ass with the biggest.
You laughed in his face?
What the? And at that point, shit, I come up out my shit. I go to the locker room. I'm out.
Hold on. Beast
I don't
mode.
even see all the shit going on. I don't see none of the shit. I don't see the last few plays.
Where they getting the scuffling and they pushing and shoving. You was already gone?
I'm in the motherfucking
You in the locker room.
I'm in the locker room.
So by the time they come to the locker room, you probably already dressed.
It was Arizona. I think I ran in the Lenny Kravitz through the. Oh shit! Yo. Hey, what's up, man? Looking like, don't you got a game? Oh yeah, that shit over. Get in the locker room. Hey, call my mama and call the family. Hey, come on, we back to the spot. All right, go in there, get dressed, go shower, get dressed, and as I'm coming out, now you see everybody else coming in. All right, man, I'll holler at y'all when you get back to the.
Why didn't they give you that ball? Why did Darrell Bevel call a pass play? Why did Pete Carroll not overrule him? What happened? Did they not want you to get that MVP?
Man, I have no idea. And from the understanding I got is nobody taking accountability for it. Neither one of them. They put it off on each other. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck they got going on.
Hold up. Russ put it off on Pete. Pete put it off on Russ, or was it coordinator the head coach?
Nah, coordinator and head coach. They pass it back to each other from that's when they talking to me. So I don't know how it played. But at the end of the day, yeah, that shit was, that shit was painful because you gotta think like, no matter what, in any sport you play, what you do, especially now, running back, saying, okay, you when you a little jit, you set up, pillow here, chair here, maybe a lamppost here, like, oh, okay. And then you start going. It's the end of the game. One more play. The quarterback hand the ball off to Marshawn. He jump in the end zone, touchdown. The Oakland Raiders win the Super Bowl. I'm a Raider fan. I'm from Oakland, California. So, you put it together. You put that play together so many times. You play that so many times. So not only did they take
they took a moment away from you.
They took a moment. They took a dream. Wow. You know what I mean? Like I say, that's once in a lifetime situation.
Have you gotten over it?
To be honest with you, now that, we at 10 years, we had a 10-year reunion for the Super Bowl and just thinking like, damn, we could have been doing this again next year.
Next year.
And there's no telling, like, you took a dream away, you took a moment away, you arguably take a dynasty away. You know what I mean? Because then you in position to, hey, we win 2 Super Bowls. Maybe I don't want to be the highest paid corner or the highest paid safety or the highest paid receiver. Nah, spread that cheese through the whole team so we could bring everybody back and we could go try to do 3, maybe 4. Let's see what we could get out of it. So, I mean, not only do you take away all that shit, but, you put us in the in the history books as the dumbest call in football history. And then, I mean, for my situation on the other end of it, it's going to be an everlasting question that I'm going to get. Why they ain't give you the ball?
Is that the question that you get asked the most? When people meet Marshawn Lynch and everybody knows who you are, is that the first question they're like, hey, how you doing, Marshawn? Man, why they didn't give you that ball?
Hell no, it ain't no, hey, Marshawn, how you doing? This, hey, why the fuck they didn't give you the ball? Hey, is you Marshawn Lynch? You look just like Marshawn Lynch. Like, no, I ain't Marshawn Lynch. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to ask you that. I thought you was Marshawn Lynch. Because I was going to say, man, if you was Marshawn Lynch, why the fuck they didn't give you the ball? No, I'm Marshawn. Man, why the fuck they didn't give you the ball? Like, oh, shit. Fuck, I don't know, man. Shit, I wish I did know. I wish I could get, the truthful answer behind that.
But is there any answer he could give you now to satisfy you?
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't know. Now that it's been so much time in between, it probably wouldn't even matter.
Because, I've heard everybody says, well, they didn't want Beast Mode to be the MVP. Pete wanted it to be Russ, or the NFL wanted it to be Russ, whatever the case may be. But it doesn't make sense. I mean, I played the game for a long time. It doesn't make sense to me. I got 235-pound sledgehammer back there, and I'm going to throw a pass on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it just don't make sense.
You almost scored on the play before. You ran it down to the 1.
You damn right. You know what I mean? So I realistically, like, man, when I think about it, I'm in a position to where, you feel me, I don't get, upset or frustrated with it, but more so curious, like, because then you got all the possibilities. Did they not want you to be the Super Bowl MVP? Because if you're Super Bowl MVP, then you're the face of the NFL. They don't want that to be the case or whatever. But at that,
and when they have special occasions, they bring all Super Bowl winners back, and they out there. Let me ask you this: how long did it take you to get over not getting the ball?
You know what? Realistically, it was immediately. Because the thing is, if you go and ask anybody that ever played with me, they'll tell you, like, he really, like, play for the team type shit.
Right.
So it was a part of me who wanted to be selfish, like, give me the ball type shit. But at the end of the day, knowing the work that all these individuals put in, you know what I mean? If Locke catch that ball, that's my nigga. So you feel me?
Right.
I'm happy for him. But in the grand scheme of just football, that shit don't make no sense.
Right.
But as far as, you know what I mean, because I'll never come and intentionally be no hater towards nobody, but just certain shit makes sense and certain shit don't. That just don't make no sense. Mm-hmm. It's not a good football. It's not
a football decision.
It's not good football IQ on, now that I'm thinking about it. It's not.
Was that the play that ended the Seattle Seahawks?
Most definitely. And they suffering that from still to this day.
Because I had a podcast at the time called Miles and Off, and I went on that Monday, and I said they'll never be the same. I said they won't look at Pete the same. I said they realize because a lot of teams win one in a row. To be special, you win back-to-back Super Bowls because there've been so few that have done it. Mm-hmm. I said they will never believe in Pete the same way again.
And it's like, you know what I mean? Like when a Dauphin get that first high, they go and chase that.
You chase that. You search for that. It's called chasing the dragon.
Chase that motherfucker. And now you got a situation where I believe where you look at it, like that motherfucker is almost like he's trying to chase and rebuild that team that he had rather than moving forward and letting the guys that he got be the guys.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna get a Sherm. I mean, you got a Sherm, you got a rookie Sherm and an Earl Thomas and a Cam Chancellor, and you got B Wags and you got KJ and you got Bennett and you got Averill and you got Red. I mean, bro, you're not gonna recreate that.
You're not. But as long as you chasing that and you not building these individuals to be the greatest player that they can be, you're gonna keep on, repeating history. Because he got some guys who I believe can play.
Right.
But if you got in your mind that you want
you gonna recreate
your guy
that
to be a Michael Bennett, or you got your guy, you want him to be a Marshawn, or you can't do that. But the thing is, if you go and groom that guy to be the best him, then it probably give yourself a better chance. You feel me? Because they got some dudes over there who I really, you know what I mean,
you get that
I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as long as in their mindset they trying to get him to be the goddamn 2013 Seahawks.
What happened with Russ and Pete? Why did it? I mean, because it seemed like a match made in heaven. I mean, y'all spend big money to get Matt Flynn from the Packers. Russ comes in. I think Russ is a 3rd round draft pick. Mm. He wins the job. Matt Flynn never sees the field. It's perfect. Everything, it seems like a match made in heaven.
Right.
And then we see the abruptness. Maybe Russ feels that Pete is holding him back because it was all about the Legion of Boom. Maybe Pete saying, well, there's some slippage and we're not going to give you that massive contract. From your expert opinion, you played in Seattle, you know Russ, you know Pete. What happened with that relationship?
Man, look, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not I wouldn't be the right person to speak on their relationship because I didn't fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? So
you didn't mess with who?
I didn't fuck with Pete,
uh-huh.
And then Russ was like just a quarterback for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't as
you didn't have no relationship. You didn't have no kind of a relationship. Y'all didn't like go to a party. Y'all didn't get together. Y'all didn't do it. Y'all didn't kick it like that. I mean, even Seven. Seven would come to the room. Club Shay. Club Shay started in training camp in Denver. John would come to the room. We drank beer. We play cards. We roll dice. The guys play video games. We laugh and shoot the ish. We had that type of relationship with him.
Well, so the thing is,
to each his own. There's nothing.
I respect Russell as feel me, as a player and as a teammate, mm-hmm. And anything that I say, you feel me, because of the situation, throwing the pick on the goal line, not giving me the ball, this, that, and the third, him leaving from Seattle, going over to anything that I say is gonna come off as, malice or as if I'm, a hater or
Right.
because I mean, you know what, I'll take Russ and I'll put him right there at quarterback and I'll rock with him.
Right.
Because I have done that.
Right.
But I mean, as far as anything else, it's like there's
Y'all didn't have a relationship outside of football.
no, there's no. I mean, it can't pick up the phone and call old boy or nothing.
Right.
And then I mean,
What you mean you couldn't pick up the phone? I mean,
I don't got his number.
But you would. I mean, but if you
Yeah, for sure.
right.
For sure. I mean, like I said, if you talk to any player that I played with, like, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you on a practice squad. You pick up the phone and you call me, you got something going on, you want to holler at me, then I'm what's up?
Yeah.
But I had a situation, we was playing against Tennessee and they had, they secondary wasn't good. And we were supposed to throw the ball for 500 yards or some shit like that. And, he didn't have a game, Russ didn't have a game that he wanted. And so, man, after the game, I did pretty good, you feel me? 2 tugs, 150 rushing, another 50 receiving. So after the game, just all of the hype building up, you supposed to do this and we gonna have it. It didn't work out that way. So, man, I reached out to our player personnel dude and I like, hey, man, let me get Russ' number. Call him, holler at him. All right, I'll call you back. So then, he called me back like, hey, did you get a call? I'm like, no. He like, no, Russ just said he called you. I'm like, no, I got a call from a blocked number. He like, oh, that's him. I'm like,
He blocked his number.
I don't know if he blocked it or if, I don't know how it went. I just know it got a call from a blocked number. So when I called back and I'm just like, hey, bro, I ain't calling you as no media shit.
No fan, no stalker, bro. This me. I'm a teammate.
Shit. Like, I'm calling you, I'm telling you straight up, like, I'm calling you on some real nigga shit. Like, I mean, I think this is the first time that I actually, like, tried to have a conversation with Blood. So I'm like, yeah, you feel me? I know you didn't have the game that you wanted to have. I'm like, but look, check it out, nigga. That's what I'm here for. And you know what I mean? And if, the shoe on the other foot, I expect, for it to be the same way.
Right.
Like, nigga, we gotta, I'm here for you, you here for me. You feel me? You let me know, and we go like, and his response to me kind of like was like, the fuck? What you? So I told him again, like, nah, bro, like, I'm letting you know, like, nigga, I'm here for you, like, nigga, we gonna rock. You know what I mean? And his response was the same, so I kind of.
So what exactly was his response? What did he say?
We ain't gonna get into all that, man. You feel me?
It was bad, huh?
I mean, yeah, considering,
that you reached out.
That we on the same team going for the same goal and, this was how you chose to respond to me. It was more so like, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying, but at this point in time, when you talk about Club Shay, I got the whole house full of everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about wide receivers, DBs, fucking linebackers, kickers, like the squad in here. We mobbing. Yeah. So bro, you know what? Hey man, I'm gonna holler at you a little later, man. I think the patrinacy calling me right quick, man. I'm gonna get with. And then I'm like, damn. So I thought I was tripping. So Josh quarterback. Yeah. You feel me? I called Josh like, hey, cuz, like, man, I try to holler at bro. You feel me? And he kind of played me like this, like, oh, motherfucker just be different. I'm like, I get everybody different. I'm like, but I wasn't reaching out to be on no sucker shit. I was reaching out to let him know that I got his back. And then if I'm not having the game that, I was expected to have, I expect him to have my back type shit. Mm-hmm. And he just, man, quarterbacks be, a little different. I'm like, nigga, you a quarterback. That's why I called you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, he tried to get me to explain it understand it from a different situation, but it did.
Well, was the relationship always, it seemed like the Legion of Boom had some sort of a contentious relationship with Russ because they say Pete treated Russ different than he treated everybody else. And then that's what I tell people all the time. I say, if the coach treats a player differently and the players see it, they will grow to resent said player. I say, I'm not telling you what somebody told me, I'm telling you what I know.
That's a fact. But I mean, you know, that kicked off you know what I mean?
Was it always like that? Or how did it get to that?
We had a situation in practice, and you know what I mean, like being accountable was something big for us.
Yes.
That was probably the number one thing
that's the rock. That's the ethos. That's the foundation of which it's built.
If I had a practice and Pete wasn't holding them accountable, Sherm, you know what I mean, spoke up. A couple of D linemen spoke up, and he called up practice. We went into this little, we call it the Kumbaya room. We went in there to Kumbaya, and Pete tell him like, hey, you know, nobody go and talk to Russell. If anybody got something to say to Russell, come talk to me, come talk to, you know, the quarterback, but nobody go and talk to him. And that was when that shit, you know what I mean, where that started. Because it was like, well, hold on.
What you mean you can't talk to
anybody can go and, you know what I mean,
talk to anybody.
This that kind of zone.
Yeah.
This that kind of team. But you know, you kind of putting him, you know what I mean, on the pedestal or outside the, you know what I mean, outside of the box, and it's like he don't have to be held accountable to the same shit that we do. What the fuck is that? And you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm on the end where shit, we play Sunday, right?
Yeah.
All right, well look, I'm gonna go and get my body work and get ready. I'll see y'all motherfuckers on Sunday when it's time to get down. But if it's something that y'all need from me in the meantime, y'all got my line, hit me, let me know. You know what I mean? But otherwise, you know what I mean, all of that shit was, you know what I mean, water under the bridge to me. You know what I mean? Because that shit just didn't make no sense.
What, you played for John Gruden, you played for Pete Carroll. Similarities, what was your relationship with Pete like? And are there any similarities between John Gruden and Pete Carroll? But what was your relationship like with Pete?
My relationship with Pete was interesting. I just used to say, because I mean, the thing is, like, I like Pete as a coach because he get motherfuckers ready to go.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And
Yeah.
you feel me? And he the same way every day. But there was just certain things about Pete, like, you know what I mean, he was like really,
Yeah.
And I, you know what I mean, like, for me, I don't need that
Right.
to get going. That's why I said,
He's like a high school coach.
on Sunday,
Yeah.
We play Sunday, right? Or we got Thursday night game?
Right.
Okay, cool. Let me know when the game is, and I'm gonna be ready. All the extra shit, I don't need it.
Right.
I don't need all of that to get ready to get to go. But a lot of guys can feed into that, and I seen it, and it worked.
Right.
So you feel me? I'll never go against the grain, like, oh, fuck him and this, that, and the third. Because no, he's a great motivator and get motherfuckers ready. But it was just that I didn't need that. And I don't think he understood, like, where I was coming from. That I don't need to be ha and hoo and all that in order to be ready. And, you know, I believe he wanted me to be a part of that type of environment. But that just wasn't my speed. So that kind of got us to, you know what I mean, headbutting a little bit for the misunderstanding. But the thing was, I always told him, like, man, I ain't gonna never go against the grain. I ain't gonna never tell nobody not to, you know what I mean, listen to what you got going on, but that shit just not for me. So, you know what I mean, if you're gonna be having meetings or whatever, you know what I mean, we came to an understanding. If we having a meeting and you not telling me specifically, like, Marshawn, on this play, we need you to do X, Y, and Z, then, you know, I'm probably not gonna come to that meeting. Because I know what you're gonna be in there doing. You're gonna be in here and busting jokes and doing all the funny shit. And
That ain't.
yeah, I mean, I'm ready to play football. So when it comes down to that, then let me know. Once we got that understanding.
You were cool.
Yeah.
Coach Gruden, what was he like?
Gruden was like a little Chucky doll. That shit is the truth, man. Gruden was a little Chucky doll. But man, you know, I watched Gruden when he was coaching for the Raiders the first time. And, you know what I mean, so I was looking at him more so like, yeah, I seen you here before. You know what I mean? And
Right.
then, you know, he drafted my cousin in Tampa. And you know, so Josh.
Josh,
He drafted Josh to Tampa. So, you know, like it was cool. And then while he was there, he actually brought Josh in, you know, for a workout. I actually signed him for like a couple of weeks or something. But I mean, my time with him wasn't, you know, that long. But as far as I know, he was with me, he shot me straight.
Right.
So you know what I mean, I was good with that.
Right. You didn't, I'm gonna get you out of here in a few more. The White House. Normally the champs, they go visit the White House. You didn't go. Why?
We had an event for the youth back at home.
Okay.
So I mean, you know, it kind of got to a point where it was like, shit.
You had to make a decision.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I wasn't big. That was more, to me, what it was at that time. It was a political move and all that shit. And, you know what I mean? I be here for my kids within our youth center and our foundation. So, you know what I mean? That was something big to me and important. And considering we just won a Super Bowl, you know, the kids and shit, they love that shit.
Right.
So I got to spend time with them, and you know, we watched, you know, the little clips that they had from being at the White House and shit, and then shit. I mean, you know, but it was cool though. But Bill Clinton had pulled up to the hood on me and came to the town.
Did he?
Yeah, man. Bill pulled up to the town, came reach out. You know what I mean? Come on, I want to come to a spot in Oakland where you think, you know, I can, because he was doing some some programs within the inner city.
Yeah.
And, you know, he reached out to me and came and pulled up. Got Bill banging the hood like this. So, I mean, you feel me? Wherever you at, Bill, he really came to that place and fucked with me.
The running back position, it seemingly is being devalued. Guys can't get the money that they feel they deserve. We see a lot of the high-profile running backs out, ankle injuries. You saw what happened to Nick Chubb on that Thursday night, which is so tragic. What's your thought on that, Beast Mode? What's going on? Why these running backs can't get their money?
Man, I mean, it's always been a fight, and I mean, the way that the teams is looking at the running back, you know, position is like, I mean, they expendable. Like, I mean, it don't matter. I could get guys in and out, but when you get a guy that's not, and there's a few of them that's like that.
Yeah.
You have to at least take care of your guys, man.
Right.
I mean, you set the tone with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And defensive players love that, and you know you win championships with defense. Having a solid running back gives that defense something to look forward to. Because, I mean, from my position and seeing it, like, usually defense go and sit down, you know what I mean, but when we was playing, defense is up. Because they're trying to, we know bro gonna go bust somebody's shit. And it's almost like we got a defensive player out there in the backfield going to go run that ball. But, I mean, it's, you know, with the game evolving and changing, man, it's you know, with us being devalued, like, man, you know, I like to say this thing, like, show love to the running back.
Right.
Man, it gives you an opportunity, man, to play a full game of football.
Right.
And then, you know, later in the year when shit start getting real and it start getting cold and, you know what I mean?
It's rainy, damp.
You need that. You need that. And you know, by them trying to move away from the running back position, I seen they start, you know, throwing a lot of like little slot guys back there. And I mean, you know, when it's time to go get them ugly ones and twos, you know what I mean, shit started looking a little different. But, you know what I mean, they need to take care of the running back because the game changes.
Right.
In the grand scheme of football.
Right. What's your thought, Marshawn, in the Hall of Fame? Is Marshawn Lynch a Hall of Famer? Do you deserve, given your body of work and what you were able to do? Because you are an all-decade player in 2010, so that means you're one of the best. Can't tell the story of the 2010s without Marshawn Lynch being mentioned.
Right.
What would that mean? What would that mean? Marshawn Lynch from North Oakland, California.
I told you a motherfucking salesman, baby. God damn. I mean, look, to be honest with you, like, I wasn't really like, I didn't really watch sports like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was more, I'm gonna go outside and do it. I wanna play it.
Yeah.
You know, watching it is cool, but I'd rather go out there and play it. But the Hall of Fame guys, those were the guys who you knew.
Right.
Regardless, to whether if I didn't play it or whatever the case may be, you knew the Hall of Fame guys. And to be amongst those individuals, as far as, you know what I mean, I had my Hall of Fame situation. I got to sit down with Barry and do a interview with him. And Barry, you know what I mean, he said to me, like, as we watching one of my runs, like, this is a great run. And then we watched the Beastquake, and he like, this might be the greatest run in football. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's coming from Barry Sanders. That was my Hall of Fame moment right there.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Because this is my favorite running back, but at the same time, like, what it does, you know what I mean, and what I'm big on is, regardless to all of my shit, my trials and tribulations through what I went through the league, to be able to, you know, win a Super Bowl and to be able to lose one, you know what I mean, to be able to rush for over 10 bands, you know what I mean, have 85 or 80 plus touchdowns or whatever throughout my career. You know what I mean, it was a criteria of what you need in order to, you know, even be a candidate for it.
Considered for it.
So, I mean, you know, if all my prerequisitions, you know what I mean, line up, it's like, why not? Because, I mean, like you said, you don't get to be able to tell the story of football without me in that time. And, I mean, from a standpoint of, you know, we went through a lot of shit where, you know, you having, you know, that moment in football when it started to get a little political. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, standing up and standing 10 toes down for, you know, your people and or whatever. And this was something that I feel changed the game of football in the way that it was viewed and the way that it was looked. Because now you have this platform, you know, to you know, give your message to, you know, the people. And as far as, you know, my body of work and what I've done and what I stand for, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm a 52, 54, whatever. Yeah, gold my favorite color, so
That's
shit.
your...
Come on with it.
Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch. Continue success, all the best, bro.
Respect.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you for bringing me in your establishment and let me get down with you, big dog.
I appreciate that, man.
Much
Thanks
respect,
for coming
family. Yes, sir.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why.